So I'm back here at Acceleration Automotive. Kobbe actually called me and said, hey, I need an alignment, and I told him I had a place in mind. So I'm gonna give him a ride home, get the Miata's alignment done for his new tires. He went with the Falcons, which is a great choice. And we'll see how it rides tomorrow.
Big butt getting up out of here. You got him with the roll. Oh!
Gonna make a little clip for Kobbe just so you can see that everything's still nice and clean under here. Looks good. Kobbe's Racelands still look pretty good. Not a whole lot of rust under the car. It's actually pretty clean for the year. Let's get it aligned. Look at that.
Gotta get a proper gear. Screen work? If you want to close that bay door, I'll close it. Actually, Ed. Mounting the sensors and leveling the sensors.
Same process for all four wheels?
Yep.
Cool. So what's going on over here, Ali? You're punching in some info?
Yeah, just putting in the VIN number. That way it can pull up automatic specs for me. Our customer here would like custom track specs. So I got to pull it up and then adjust the specifications and then perform the alignment.
Great.
So I have it set up where I have a wireless mouse and keyboard. I can walk around the whole vehicle with this and do any adjustments I need to. I have two screens over here. If I'm working inside or on this side of the vehicle, I have a 65-inch screen to read my measurements and mounting the sensors, all that, and I have one 32-inch up front. Alrighty, now that we got everything in spec, everything good to go, we hit mount sensors, but we've already mounted the sensors. If you want to come back here, I have the screen over here you can watch. So we're compensating the sensors, make sure they're calibrated, all the readings are correct. So if you watch on the screen over here, get it to the green. And we move it back forward. Finish the compensation. Now we're about to measure the caster on the front wheels. We're going to use our brake pedal compressor. If you want to look at the compressor on the screen, as well. No, te lo juro, lleva en medio. Then we're going to save our before measurements. As you can see, it's all off. Alright, so we are adjusting either the rear toe or camber. We're about to find out. Alright, they're not frozen. We're good. Alright. Let's look over here. the rear left toe.
Yes.
Whoa. Oh, she maxed out.
So what is exactly that you're doing? You're actually adjusting the adjusting it and loosening it so you can manually adjust it, or is that action you're doing right now actually causing the adjustment to change?
So these are special bolts. They're called eccentric bolts. So they're shaped differently where I can turn the bolt and it'll actively adjust our values, whether it's a toe or camber adjustment. So right now we're messing with the rear left toe. So I'll focus on that screen. I'm gonna try to get it in the green. I'm gonna try, no promises. The problem is it's a tiny car. Oh, not that it's a problem. But
Getting closer, I think. We're looking for 1.5 degree negative. What are we at now?
we're at negative 2.1. Oh. Wow, look at that toe. It's gonna come from adjusting the coilover height. But I ain't getting paid to do all that.
Toe end angle is good, but the coilovers are bringing the camber pretty far out of spec, and we've pretty much max adjusted it. We're going to try a few more things, but the coilovers definitely seem to make the camber off, even though the toe end is just about spot on. Let's see if Ali can work his magic a little more. Could it be that washer there that's causing the issue? It looks like it fell down.
So this washer is just the toe alignment for the rear toe. So it's made specifically as an oval. So there's a hole on one side of the oval, and then obviously there's no hole on the other side of the oval. As you'll see, I'll show you on this other side. When I start moving it, you'll see how it flows.
Very cool. Science. Just a lot of catch-22s, trying to adjust, make sure that all four match without throwing the other things out of whack.
Alright, we have to readjust the front toe to match the rear camber, and hopefully I don't have to do much.
So you're just going back because one adjustment can throw the others off. You're just making sure they all work together to make the right alignment and camber and toe.
Yep.
Cool. Getting pretty close. Just getting it real close. Wow.
I'm going to try not to lose my specs here. Ooh.
Still within spec. So that's as close as we could get on the rears, because we had to tighten everything after the adjustments, and that's still pretty good. It fluttered between 13 and 14.
He doesn't have rear camber adjustment, so I can't get it within. He requested a negative 1.5 on each side, but he has no rear camber adjustment, so unless he races the vehicle, then he can get closer to the 1.5.
Okay.
The angle that he's looking for. I'm adjusting front caster. Customer requested 5-degree caster.
So we're almost at 5 degrees, exactly what he wanted, right?
Yep. Well, we had it now. I hope. Yeah.
Great. So what comes after the caster adjustment now that we got that pretty much dead on?
We have to do the camber adjustment, but both of those adjustments play hand in hand. So if I adjust one too further out than the other, then I'm not going to get my desired spec. As if I line them both correctly up the same way, then we will meet the customer's need for his alignment specs, so he can go shred it up on the track, bro.
I think he will.
Yeah, he should. I hope so. Caster.
Got the camber readjusting caster. Now it's time to set the toe degree, toe angle. What's the word for it?
The toe spec.
Setting the toe spec right now. Over here. Getting close.
So the alignment we got to as perfect as you wanted as possible, but without the camber plates being installed, like aftermarket said, it won't be 100% true to what you were going for.
Okay.
We got it as close as possible.
All right, sounds good.
All right, let's take it for a spin.
All right.
Finally got the wheel back.
Yeah.
So let's see if it feels better with the proper alignment.
Guarantee it will.
Yeah.
So I got in alignment, then I got my other set of tires put on, and the guy told me that he couldn't, let's see real quick. Oh, sure, sorry. He couldn't get the, what was it? I think it was the toe. Let me see.
Toe end settings.
Yeah, he couldn't get the toe right. Where do you want to start from? All right. Yeah, he couldn't get the toe right on the passenger side because the steering rod. Yeah, the steering rod end.
Go left. It's a little better.
Okay. The steering rod end was all torn up, and then I put off getting a new one for a while, and then I got a new one and put it on, and the alignment was thrown way off because, you know, just put on put the steering rod on and didn't, you know, I don't know how to align cars. So I just put it on, got it as close as I could to tracking straight, and, you know, just sense it because I got to get to work. And that tore up the tires, and then I needed new tires anyway. So, you know, when it got the alignment was straight, got the tires put on, and the wheel had to be that way to drive straight.
How's it feel now? Well, we haven't turned all that much, but
I gotta wait for this. I don't know. I think this is the airflow meter. You see how my foot's down?
yeah.
It doesn't want to go, but it warms up.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels good. It's at least tracking straight.
That's good.
And there's not, it's like before I would move the rack or move the wheel, and there'd kind of be, it just didn't feel as direct before.
Makes sense.
Especially with those ball tires up there, but this feels nice so far. Are there turns coming up?
Oh, yeah, there's one. And it'll make a left at the light, but we have a little ways to go.
Ooh. We're gonna burn up some new tires.
Okay.
Trying not to get a speed ticket.
Oh, that's the life of being a car guy.
At least the brakes work.
Yeah.
Did you see the, you saw what it had to do to the dust covers?
No.
These big brakes up here, you didn't see that?
Yeah. I saw the big bend.
They're all bent and cut up. I I gotta go back under there and like just cut it all to one size and file it down so it's smooth. Yeah, this shop was really cool. Gave me a good price, and you know, other people weren't even responding or answering their phones. You know, dealing with that every time.
Yeah.
But you know, you told me about them. I called, and they picked up right away. Got me in the next day. It was pretty nice.
That's why I use them. I mean, I'm friends with Ahmed and Ali, obviously, but it's really nice knowing they're there for you, you know?
And they even washed the car, like they said.
Love that.
We're gonna have to go to the German restaurant one of these days.
Yeah. Way better?
Yeah. Oh, the way it just dived into that turn, that was nice.
I'm glad.
Alright, well, I don't usually drive the car like that because you saw the oil leaks.
But if you ever need to, you got an emergency maneuver, you know it can.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Kobbe got his alignment done. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. He's happy. And now you know where to go if you need an alignment done and friendly service. So see you next time, guys.